Alright, so last night we just ended up passing out in the tent, and we got up this morning, packed up the tent and everything, and back in the car, found my hairbrush. And now we're sitting down to breakfast. We got a loaded omelet and some pancakes. Evan got a loaded omelet with jalapenos and some pancakes. How are they?
They're pancakes.
The pancakes?
You can't mess up pancakes.
Oh, Bob Evans can.
That's because their batter's too sweet.
I don't think that's it.
That's exactly what it is.
Alright.
It's their mixture.
It's not bad.
Done?
I like it.
Good golly.
Pancakes are really good too. I like them. Alright guys, so we finished breakfast. I'm getting ready to brush my hair. And
Head to Mount Rushmore.
we're heading to Mount Rushmore. We got an hour and 43 minutes.
Yep.
I'll give you another update soon. We're on our way to Mount Rushmore.
There are no trees at all. Just grass and cows occasionally. There's nothing. I guess there's a couple trees over there. But yeah, no, there is not much. It's really pretty though.
We've only been on the road for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we only got another hour and 20 minutes to go.
There's a dinosaur, y'all. Looks like a Bronchiosaurus. You can see the mountains right out there in the distance. Oh, right there. They're blue right now. So we have about 30 more minutes before we hit Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse, the turning left.
Helicopter rides.
Helicopter tours. The lodge at Mount Rushmore. Big Thunder, step back in time. Just ahead, a keystone, straight through at light.
Holy Smoke Lodge. The Indians Authentic
Holy Smoke Lodge.
Oh, you let me turn down the music. I wasn't paying attention.
You're fine. Ponderosa Powder House. Powder House Lodge.
No vacancy.
We're almost there. We're 7 minutes away.
Yeah.
7 minutes, y'all. World's largest Borglum art exhibit. Ride the zip line at Mount Rushmore.
Tour the cave. I didn't know there was a cave.
I didn't either. Oh, look at this. Woo!
See, would you rather? I'm excited to hike through this kind of thing.
Yeah. We went from the plains to the forest.
Yeah. It was like a quick switch too. It wasn't like a gradual thing.
No, it was just like there were no trees, and then there were trees.
And there were
Welcome to Keystone. Helicopter tours. Keystone. Free museum walking tour. Old-fashioned fudge factory outlet. 1880 train. The front porch restaurant and bar. Like there's a little bear thing.
Mm-hmm. This one of those little tourist trap things.
Daisy chains, Boss Chicken and Pizza, Old Time Photo, Taffy Shop, Aura, Quality Inn, Keystone Boardwalk, Borglum Historical Center. Why do I keep wanting to say Borgium? Rushmore Express. Oh, look at this stuff over here. Dale's Chainsaw Art. Ooh, look at that Sasquatch. Peggy's Home Cooking. Rushmore View Inn. Rushmore Tramway Adventures. I don't know where we're supposed to be.
I'm just following the GPS.
National Presidential Museum. Mini golf. Holy Terror brand and good coffee. Mount Rushmore t-shirts. Whispering Pines t-shirts.
Which people get now.
Mount Rushmore National Memorial.
In a quarter mile, continue straight onto South Dakota 244 West.
Why do you keep switching lanes?
Because people keep being. I want to be in the right lane because that's what you're supposed to do, and then people are pulled off on the side doing
Mount
who knows
Rushmore,
what.
Custer, and Custer State.
Continue straight
That's why I
onto
keep
South
bouncing
Dakota
back and
244
forth.
West.
Because I'll go here in the right lane, and then immediately someone will be pulled over on the side of the road. So you got to move
Mount
back
Rushmore,
over.
2 miles.
Continue on South Dakota 244 West for 1.5 miles.
Mount Rushmore, 1 mile ahead. Parking $10.
Admission is free. With an overbite. Historical marker, 1,000 feet.
There it is, y'all. We see it.
gonna go around you guys. Everyone keeps freaking stopping and it's driving me nuts.
We are here.
Yep.
In a quarter mile, sharp right.
So we're in parking lane 5.
Parking block thing.
Parking block 5.
Alright.
Alright, we're paying our parking ticket
It's
with
not
this
exciting.
thing. And we're headed up the stairs to Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore National Memorial. The statue of Gutzon Borglum. We're walking through this thing of flags. Territory of American Samoa. There's Delaware. There's Maryland. There's the Hawaii state flag. Minnesota, Mississippi, Montana, Missouri, Nebraska, New Mexico.
Ohio with its dumb shape.
There's Ohio.
I like the swallowtail.
I don't know.
I like it.
I don't like Ohio. Anybody who knows me knows it.
You know what made Ohio get a state flag? Because they didn't have one for a while.
What, sweetheart?
Ohio, I don't remember what city. I think Cleveland was hosting the World's Fair,
Uh-huh.
and they needed a state flag for it, so they had to come up with one.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
okay. There it is, Mount Rushmore. We're here, guys. Yeah, let's come over here.
We're gonna go down to the museum, right?
We sure are. I'm looking over the edge, and it looks like there's something going on at this like amphitheater.
We'll head down there in a little bit.
Yeah. I wonder what's going on.
I don't know. We'll go check it out though and see. Looks like they're
Yeah.
about to start whatever it is.
It's right below the monument.
Why don't we head down there and see what it is?
Let's go. Here is the other side of the monument. See, and then right up there. We're in the museum now. Theater B.
Movie begins in 10 minutes.
You want to watch a movie?
Yeah, we'll go see what it's about.
That's probably just a historical movie.
Hey, I'm down to watch a historical thing. I'm sure it's not going to be like an hour and a half long.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah, let's go over here. Oh, Guts and Horse and the guy that
Oh, he's the guy that made it.
The results of William's handiwork have earned him world-renowned praise as the man who transformed the mountain into a larger-than-life. Mount Rushmore is more than a mere symbol of American ideals. It is first and foremost a work of art. Yet the massive sculpture began on a much smaller scale. In the artist's studio, Morgan created a 1/12 scale model that was used as reference for carving the memorial. Today, many consider the studio model to be as much a masterful work of art as the memorial itself. During the 14-year construction period, Morgan spent most of his creative time adjusting the model to fit the realities of the mountain. Morgan dramatically changed the form and style of the model 9 times to allow for
Bumping on Jefferson's face.
By fans who follow the Keystone Rushmore baseball team.
A baseball.
Oh, don't do the flash. Turn the flash off.
I didn't turn it on. It turned it on by itself. When does that movie start?
Like 4 more minutes.
Okay, so you want to start heading that way?
There we go.
And a steel table floor, go down, and there would be a lot of rock. So at a certain point, in my book, it would say, remove 2 foot 3 inches. And they would dynamite that all. Well, what I could do is summer, it took 11 summers the time period because it's a cold test. That wasn't made with a chisel and a mallet like So actually, this ark was so beautifully constructed that I could say to a person, what time in the future would you like to see this? And they say, 1992, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday in January. Well, that
Alright, so we just finished a movie. It's probably about 10-15 minutes long. And now we're trying to figure out what the downstairs, the big, this is.
Let's go down the stairs.
Once I figure it out, I'll give you another update. Alright, so I figured out what this is. It's a citizenship ceremony for people that are becoming citizens out of Rapid City here in South Dakota. So,
I don't know a better place to do it.
yeah, I know. But I think we might.
I don't care. We might stay, we might not.
Yeah, we might stay, we might not. If we do, I'll video record it.
I mean, it is
Alright,
only a quarter mile,
so we decided not to watch the citizenship ceremony, but we did find this trail that we're gonna hike. It's only, what'd you say, quarter of a mile?
Yeah. What did it say? Somewhere on here it said 0.2 miles out there.
Yeah, 0.2 miles. So that's what we're gonna do instead. Okay, so we're gonna just stay on the trails. There was a couple signs that said, please stay on the trails for your safety. Here's another statue of Gutzon Borglum, sculpted by his son, Lincoln. Okay. There's restrooms over here, and here's what I'm seeing so far. It came to like almost like a cliffside almost. Just a whole bunch of trees. It's really calming to look at.
So it's really homey.
Calming. And there's like a house or a visitor center or whatever. We're gonna go down there next. There's the Mount Rushmore from here. So this is the studio, and we're about to go in there.
Had money invested in the mining industry here, so he came out to do some research. He didn't know the area, so he hired someone to show him around, a prospector named Bill Chavez. They were going past this mountain, and he asked Bill, what's the name of this mountain? And Bill responded, we will call it Rushmore. So the moral of the story.
So we're hiking on the Presidential Trail. We just got done with a talk, an informational talk, I guess, which you've probably seen at the start of the last video. But I guess we're just gonna keep hiking. And they got this trail, just stairs leading all the way up.
To the base of the mountain.
To the base of the mountain, I guess. But this is what I'm seeing.
It's gotta be a live drift.
How about two
See how the trees are all charred at the bottom?
Yeah.
They do controlled burns to clear out the underbrush and the vegetation. Because otherwise all those pine needles after years and years will get hanging up too much. And when there is a fire, it would be 1,000,000 times worse than if they just do little fires all the time.
We're not at the bottom, Emery.
So that's what they do.
They got lights up there. Big rock. Another big rock.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, it's saying that we're almost halfway back to the car. Okay. There's Mount Rushmore up there. Can barely see it through the trees. Right up there. You can kind of see his face right there. What'd you say, dear?
I said from here you can appreciate Roosevelt's glasses a little more.
This is what I'm seeing now. We're getting closer up to the mountain. And you can hear some of the citizenship ceremony. You can hear it from here. Right across over there, right there is the building that we were just at. We were looking down at the citizenship ceremony on. And now we gotta go up these stairs, up those stairs, and where those people are right there. That's as high up as it gets. That's where we're heading to. Alright, so we're at the end of the trail. It just ends with a really good view of the mountain. No, not
What
really.
were you expecting?
I don't know, something more.
Grandiose.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Now we're headed back to the visitor center.
If you would have been able to.
We're walking down the path to the visitor center. Here's another shot of the Washington and looking faces. Viewed exploration area. Youth exploration area. Yeah, let's go down there and see what it is.
Oh.
What is it? Oh,
If I can get my camera out, good golly.
my camera's taking a minute to focus.
Should we let each family?
Another view of the memorial. This is what else I'm seeing. We're just hiking down this path. Alright, so we're in.
on the left.
You kind of like this one?
Yeah, but let's walk around and look at them all first.
Yeah. Oh, I
red
like
one's
that
good.
one. I like this one. Hey, Gigi. Evan likes this
Yeah,
one.
that red one's pretty good.
There's cups. Mount Rushmore cups. We're only really interested in getting the shirts here.
It's that same one but in red.
Yeah.
I like the version of it.
Yeah. I like this one the best.
What about that one?
That's cool.
Yeah, there's kids and women's stuff over there too.
Where's women?
What is a souvenir medallions? Okay, let's go see what that is. Souvenir for medallions. $3 each. We got Mount Rushmore National Monument, Devil's Tower National Monument, and that one. Plastic coin base, 75 cents or 2 for $1. Available at registers. I know you want
What about
to.
all those?
They don't take card though. Oh man.
Sorry.
This gift shop is huge. Alright, so we're done. We went to the gift shop and everything. We came back to the car. We're on our way to Crazy Horse now. And I got a rock, of course.
Again.
I love rocks. And then I'll show you the souvenirs that we also got. We got a Mount Rushmore t-shirt for the quilt, because I'm going to make a quilt when we get home. Eventually. And then we also got Tanka Warrior bar. It's a buffalo meat, so we're gonna try that. And then some more Tanka buffalo meat with cranberries.
Where's that backpack?
I put it in the back.
We gotta get the ticket out of it.
Okay, I will. And then,
You want me to pull in? Here, I'll pull into this parking spot real quick.
or you could just stop for a second. And then I got this for Nettie.
No, there's a parking spot right here.
'Cause
I'll just pull in here.
she really likes snow globes. So I'm gonna go and get that ticket, and then I'll be right back.
You leave too.
Okay, got the ticket, so we're gonna pay.
We already paid.
Oh, well, we already paid. Now we're just scanning the ticket. Oh, we're getting out. Now we're gonna try this Tanka buffalo jerky. What do you think, dear?
Okay.
It's all right.
Yeah, they added cranberries to it or something, and it's just meh.
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that. It tastes jerky like the barbecue jerky that you get from like Jack Link's or something. And then it's like sweet too. So it's like sweet and spicy, kind of. I don't know.
This crazy horse is to the right. We're gonna go to the right.
I think I like it. Maybe. Maybe, I'm not quite sure. It's edible. It's definitely
fine.
edible.
It's just, yeah.
Slight right onto South Dakota
Yeah.
244 West.
Off to Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse, Jewel Cave National Monument. Here we come. Crazy Horse in 1 mile,
There's the
y'all.
left lane.
Antiques.
And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today.
I bet it's his turn. Yeah, he's left. Half
Crazy
mile.
Horse in 1/2 mile.
The big iron on his hip, big iron on his head. It was over in a moment and the rocks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal
Crazy Horse Mountain. Here we are.
Yeah. Now, unlike Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse is still a work in progress. They're not finished with it. Whereas with Mount Rushmore, the guy doing it died, and they're like, all right, well, we're done.
More than a mountain carving. American Indian artists and dancers. Sculptor Studio Home Workshop. Indian Museum of North America. Spectacular laser light show. Oh,
I don't think we're gonna be seeing that.
I don't think so either.
I don't think we're gonna be here at night.
No. Unless it's like in a dark room or something.
No, it's they put lights on the what's up there on the mountain.
You can kind of see it right there, guys. This picture right here on this poster is what it's supposed to look like once it's finished. Okay, we're here at Crazy Horse. We're on our way to the visitor center to pay for our ticket to go into the park. There's the monument.
It's still under construction.
Yep, it's still under
Has
construction.
been for the last 100 years, and it probably will be for the next 100 years. That's alright.
And here is the visitor center. Whoops.
You did or I did?
I did.
I did?
I did. Here's one of the statues of Crazy Horse. And this is what I see. Coming in here to the visitor center, the information center. Looks like there's artifacts and looks like clothing. Oh man. They have arrowheads over here.
Yeah. I'm more interested in that than the motorcycle.
Me too.
That Bible is translated into the Dakota language.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, I saw that. Alright, so we just watched an informational movie about Crazy Horse and the whole project. And now we are outside. We are waiting for bus tickets.
You want any sunscreen or nothing?
No, I'm good. We're waiting for bus tickets. We're going to take a bus up there to Crazy Horse.
Yep.
So I'll give you an update once we get on the bus. Alright, so we just got our tickets and got on the bus. And we're waiting for the bus to get filled up so that we can start going.
Willie Nelson, ladies and gentlemen. They redid our driveway, so you folks in the back of the bus get the thrill ride. We got a new bump here. That's as close as we get to a thrill ride. So the project was started in 1948 by Korchak Jokuski, who was a sculptor that was asked to come out and do this project by the Native Americans. He is from Boston. That's where he was born and raised. And a young lady followed him out here. Her name was Ruth Ross. And she had actually met Korchak when she was 14 years old. And she's from Connecticut, and he was doing a sculpture of Noah Webster in her hometown in Connecticut. It's her and some of her friends actually volunteered to assist on that project. And he must have made a pretty good impression on her, because a few years later, when he came to do this project, she followed him here. But I think she kind of made an impression on him as well, because together they built a log cabin by hand here on the property. And in 1951, they were married in the living room of that log cabin, and ended up raising 10 kids here on the property. So, just so you know, Korchak wasn't on the mountain all the time. He came down occasionally. I'm going to stop here for just a second, get a little profile view of the mountain. The face of Crazy Horse is done. It was completed in 1998, dedicated on the 50th anniversary of that first blast. His head is actually 87.5 foot tall. If you've been over to Mount Rushmore, just comparing the two sizes, all four heads of Mount Rushmore will fit in the side of Crazy Horse's head from about his forehead, from about his eyebrows down. So, you know, we're not in any competition with Mount Rushmore at all. They're our neighbors, and we like those folks over there, but our head's bigger. The hole you see in the mountain actually serves two purposes. It is part of the sculpture. It is the opening underneath Crazy Horse's extended left arm. It will be expanded when that area is carved. But Korchak actually punched through the mountain in the early 70s, and we're using that for what his intentions were, and that is as a tunnel from one side of the mountain to the other. We take all of our equipment through there. There's roads that crisscross both in and out of that tunnel on both sides of the mountain, so they can position that equipment wherever they need to, where they're working at the time. All our bulldozers, excavators, drills, even we've got a mobile crane will actually fit through that tunnel. The painting you see on the front right lower part of the mountain, that is the horse's head. It is painted on there to scale, and it's outlined there to give you a visual of how the horse's head will be carved and the position it will be in when it is carved. They do that just as a visual reference for our carvers and you folks as well. But the very first time that ever happened, Korchak and Ruth did that. He set Ruth down here in with a card table, the blueprints for the mountain, and she had a two-way radio. He had the other half of it, and a pair of binoculars. He climbed the mountain, hung off the side of it with a rope, and had a 1-gallon paint can hooked to his belt, and just used a regular house paintbrush. He painted the entire sculpture on the side of the mountain, outlined it so folks could see what it was going to look like in the future. It took 176 gallons of paint. He was kind of happy and kind of sad both when he got it done. He was happy when he called down to his wife to ask her how it looked over the radio, and she didn't say, well, it needs a second coat. But he was a little sad. People would drive by on the highway and see that painting on the mountain and think that's all it was ever going to be. And he knew it was going to be so much more than that, and we're seeing that today. So we'll move a little forward here. So Korchak was first asked to come out and do this. His first notifications from the Native Americans occurred in 1939. But he had been out here to the Black Hills. He worked with Goodson Borglum. He was his assistant on Mount Rushmore for a short period. He returned to Boston in 1939 and entered a sculpture he'd done in the 1939 World's Fair. That sculpture was of Paderewski, who was a Polish composer. Korchak was of Polish descent, but that sculpture won People's Choice Award that year, and there was a reporter there, and he interviewed Korchak, put a piece in the local paper there in New York. The Native Americans coincidentally were looking for someone to come and do this project and take it on, and they read that article and thought, well, maybe this is our guy. So they started corresponding back and forth by letter. But as Korchak was preparing to come out here in the early 40s, the U.S. entered World War II. He was too old for the draft at that time, but he volunteered for the service. He served in the U.S. Army all during World War II. He was in the European theater all during the war. He actually landed in France, in Normandy, on Omaha Beach. He was wounded twice and was awarded 2 Purple Hearts during the war.
There's a turkey over on this side.
Turkey on the right?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. We'll see you in November, buddy. But Korchak, if you look, well, check out the turkey for sure. But if you look to the left, there's a telephone pole and a pine tree. And to the right of that pine tree is an opening. You look all the way back to the rocks at the very back of that opening, about the level of the power lines, and you might catch a glimpse of the American flag back there. We'll see if the wind will help us a little bit. That is the entrance to Korchak's tomb. He passed away in 1982. He never saw the face of Crazy Horse emerge from the mountain. But we fly that flag there in honor of his service to the country. And we also fly that flag in honor of all our veterans service, as well as active duty members of our military. If I have any on board the bus today, thank you very much for your service. Outside the tomb there is a family cemetery area, and his wife Ruth passed away in 2014, not very long ago at all. And she's buried out there, plus 2 of their daughters and 1 son-in-law are interred back there. How fat's that turkey? Not fast. Fat.
One bite each.
Oh, well. We'll have to fatten him up a little bit before November. We've got a lot of wildlife here. There's white-tailed deer. Occasional elk go through here. I've seen a mountain lion here on the property before. We've got mountain goats on the mountain that up here fairly regularly. So you never know what you might see. But things were pretty slow going in the early days. We depended entirely on private donations and visitors such as yourself. And it wasn't as well known back in those days when they first started it, so Korchak couldn't work on it year-round like we do today. And he actually worked on it by himself for the first 10 years until his sons started getting old enough where they could start helping their dad on the mountain. But when the rocks are removed from the mountain, you see they're pushed over to the side here, and they're working down this end of the mountain. And down here in the bottom level, we actually have our own rock crushing operation. We crush those rocks into several sizes. The gravel we use to maintain our roads, Their son Mark maintains our roads, runs our rock crusher. The bigger pieces we use for landscaping and maybe a building project here and there when we need them. But if you look down the driveway all the way to the very back, you'll see an old pickup truck, a bobcat, and a pile of medium-sized rocks. Their son Adam actually loads those pickup trucks with those medium rocks, takes them up to the museum, and keeps our rock box full. We get back up into the parking lot, I'll show you how to access those rocks, and for you to take a souvenir rock home with you. That was once on that mountain. The cows you see are owned by the family. Their daughter Vega and son Adam own the cows. But those are descendants of cows that Korchak and Ruth had here. They actually started a small dairy farm. Korchak never got paid anything for working on the mountain. He never took a paycheck. So he had to support his family, and that's the way he did it with his dairy cows. He built the herd up till it was one of the larger ones west of the Missouri River out here in the west end of South Dakota. We don't milk those cows any longer. They're not dairy cows, but they sure did a lot of it when the kids were young. If you're familiar with the story from the movie of their son Casimir flying the caterpillar off the back side of the mountain, that occurred about halfway down Crazy Horse's arm. He flew off the back side when the brakes failed, couldn't stop. Went off the side, went over the top of his father and his brother Adam, who were below him, fell 70 feet. Him and the caterpillar parted ways, and he landed in a soft spot of dirt. His dad, expecting him to be a goner, found him. He was brushing himself off, wasn't hurt at all. That's when he told him, "You got it in there, you get it out." I'm happy to say he did get it out. To the right is that very caterpillar. It's that D6 cat, and that is the one Casimir was driving. Kaz stayed in his later life to work on the mountain. He spent all his adult life here on the mountain, as he was our foreman for many years after his dad passed away. He just recently retired. Spent more time with his grandkids. Right side of the bus, we get a pretty good view of the backside of the mountain now. This type of carving is called carving in the round. And that style of carving is called carving in bas relief. Kind of the simple differences. If you're carving in bas relief, you're carving a picture or an image into a mountain. Carving in the round is a dimensional carving where you're carving the piece. And that is exactly what it'll look like when it's done. It's just a statue in a park. And there's the cows working hard. A lot of you seeing some calves coming around pretty soon. They usually start calving around last of June, first part of July. This area up here is where we're going to step off and get some good photographs. I'll hop off first and get the step arranged for you, but please stay to the right side of the bus in the coned off area. The mountain crew is working today. There's likely to be vehicles or possibly even equipment going down this road. We just want everybody to be safe. So give me just a second to get that step in position and we'll get you off here.
In charge of mountain operations.
You can see where the horse is painted on the mountain and everything. All them white lines.
So the big loud noise you hear sounds like a jet engine. That is actually the mountain crew working with our supersonic torch, we call it. It is a propane fired and compressed air powered torch. They light that thing up. That's the sounds you hear. They're actually shaping around the finger and the hand. It would be louder if it was on this side. I believe they've moved it over to the other side, maybe around the knuckle area. But what it does is a process called spalling the rock. And when they spall the rock, they heat up a certain area, There's moisture just under the surface. It turns that moisture to steam. It expands and just blasts off the outer surface, and it leaves it fairly smooth. But they can actually use that to shape it, make round shapes. That's how they shaped all the nose and the lips and things on his face. So
Yeah,
they
I
shut
see.
it down for a minute. When it pops back off, you'll hear it go. They've also been working just above the tunnel. There was guys standing out there right before we left, but they're out on a ledge just above the tunnel. They've actually installed a scaffolding out there, just a place for them to stand. They've been removing rocks in that area, preparing to carve that area. The arm itself was actually lowered 14 feet from where it was originally blasted away to get to the carving surface. So about from the tunnel down is where they're still removing that 14 foot as they work their way back towards the face.
So when is that Oaks Mark?
Oaks Mark's the first full week of June,
Oh, it isn't.
and the last Sunday in September. Yeah, 2 days in June, 1 day in September.
They walk all the way from like the
Either part. Both mountains are pegmatite granite. All the Black Hills are pegmatite granite. They are some of the oldest mountain formations on Earth. But when we carve our mountain, it's moved rock, it's white. But ours has so much iron in it that it oxidizes, turns it that reddish pinkish color. So it's the same type of rock, it's just different mineral content. The Native Americans saw that as a very good omen that the red man is here. And so they said this is where Crazy Horse belongs. So kind of a cool little side note there. I've been here 8 years. Most of that time I was the night watchman. So I worked closely with the family and got to meet all the Korchak and Roos kids, except for one, Ann, who passed away in 2010. I actually worked with Ruth. Her name, we called her Mrs. Z. She liked to be called Mrs. Z. Their son Kaz told me a story one time. A little creek goes along through there. You can see the cattails and things. But when they were teenagers, they went up to the top of the mountain and worked with their dad. It was summer. They were out on summer break, and it was hot day. He said they worked all day long, were tired. Finally, their dad said, "Come on, boys, let's go. Go home. We'll hit it again in the morning." So they hopped in the back of Dad's truck and drove down through here, got down to this low spot, and the road was all flooded. And beavers had worked all day to build a dam and dam that creek up. So Korchak called out to the boys, said, "Go out there and grab some tools and bust up that beaver dam so we can get through on the road, go home and get some supper." So they did. Kaz said it took them about 30 minutes or so. They had picks and shovels and maybe an axe or two. And so they worked on that. Finally got the road to start draining and run back to Dad's pickup truck, and they threw their tools on the ground, hopped up in the back of the truck, and away they went. So they got up early the next morning, and Mom had breakfast for them. They got back in Dad's truck, drove back down here, and the road was all flooded again. Beavers had been up all night long rebuilding that dam. Kaz said we knew we were going to have to bust it up again so we could get to work. So they hopped out of the pickup truck as soon as their dad stopped it. And he said that's when we saw it. He said sticking out of the dam were the handles for all the tools they left on the ground the night before. And he said, we knew we were in for it. Dad was going to be mad.
Never
He said Dad
forget
got out of the
your
truck, he
dreams.
looked over at that beaver dam, and he looked at the boys, and he said, "Well, if the beaver are going to rebuild their dam with my own tools, they can stay." But he said we didn't get off scot-free. He said we had to hand dig ditches along the side of the road so it wouldn't flood anymore. He said that took us 2 weeks. So, true story, without a doubt. He was a great guy. Got some of the older equipment on both sides of the road. Mostly on the right is our boneyard. A lot of that stuff they picked up at war surplus auctions, that sort of thing. Some of it still runs. Some of it's just used for parts. Their son Mark actually kind of handles all that area. So if we need a part, we hunt Mark up, and he'll usually get us taken care of pretty quick. But I was talking about their milk cows and their dairy operation here. as I get across the cattle guard here, if you look to the left, you'll see a white building with a flat roof, kind of in the valley down there. And that is the old milk barn. That's where the girls would milk the cows twice a day, while the boys were up helping their mom or their dad on the mountain. The girls and their mom would be milking cows. So I asked their daughter Viga one time, and I said, just how many cows do you think you've milked in your lifetime? She apparently nobody had asked her that before. She started laughing. She said, well, Phil, it's kind of hard to say. She said, I just kept milking the same ones over and over and over again. She said, one thing's for sure, though, all us girls and all those cows were on a first name basis when down there at the milk barn. So she was named after a Polish queen, Jadwiga, but very nice lady. She just recently retired just before Christmas. She was one of our CEOs. Say hi to JP, everybody. He's one of our bus drivers.
Hey, JP. How's everybody doing today? Good. Beautiful day, eh?
Yeah.
Phil treating you right? Yeah. You treating Phil right? Maybe.
So Korchak was very much a family man. He was actually orphaned when he was a baby, and he had an adopted family. So when he started their family, of course, having 10 kids, you got to be a family man. No choice. But he actually moved a one-room schoolhouse here to the property. It's kind of over this hill. Down in the valley there, there's a white building with a green roof kind of behind that big suburban thing there. But that's the one-room schoolhouse he moved. He hired a full-time teacher named Mrs. Griffiths, and that's where the children attended grade school. They had musicals and plays just like any other school. And when they got into junior high, high school, the upper grades, they went on into Custer. And they, of course, went to university, most of them after that. Their son Joel actually got a calling of a different sort. He's actually an ordained pastor. He has a church in Custer, but his two sons are part of our mountain crew now. So we got grandsons up there, and soon to be a fourth generation, I would imagine. Korchak, like I say, passed away in 1982. The last thing he was able to complete here on the mountain was those great big black and gold colored gates. Those are the Black Hills Nature Gates, we call them. Each one of those panels is a bronze cutout of a picture that the kids drawn of flora, fauna, and animals that are native to the Black Hills. He erected those in 1982, just prior to his death. But if you look past those gates, that yellow piece of equipment with the two tanks is that old Buddha air compressor. It'd break down. He'd have to come down the mountain several times. Kaput. You go past Buddha into those double doors there, into that room. To the right is the family home. You can tour the living room. And just inside those doors to the left is that rock box I was talking about. So feel free to visit that area. Take a rock with you. They are free. The only thing we ask in return is if you do take a rock, please don't return it. We have plenty. We know where we're going to get bunches more. So come often and take a rock home with you. You can start your own, you can build your own mountain if you want to out of it. I'm going to get up here and get stopped, and I'll get the step position for you. But this is going to conclude our tour. But I just wanted to thank you all for coming to Crazy Horse, taking my little bus ride. Hopefully I made it better than just that dusty old bus ride. Well, thank you. But I wanted to leave you with, in the words of the Lakota people, in their own language, Yahi cha pile meye. Yahi cha pile meye. And that means thank you for coming. And in the bottom of my heart, thank you for coming to Crazy Horse. This project's very important to me. And now you are all part of this project. Come and visit more often as well. Thank you.
There's the front side of this statue. Here's a close-up of the gate. There's chipmunks and birds, trees and bushes and elk. wolves and owls, prairie dog. This is impressive. Fox, dinosaur. There's a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Bear. Moles. Ah, there's another dinosaur. That one's a Bronchiosaurus.
Should we have gone to the dinosaur museum?
I don't know. Apparently we should have. We keep seeing dinosaurs everywhere.
And you keep being like,
And this is the house that he was talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, in 5 minutes, there will be a performance on the veranda by Kevin Locke. He's a renowned Lakota and Anabashi flute dancer, flute player, and storyteller. That performance starts at 1:30. Thank you.
Let me, let me look.
I like the black in this one. This is what I'm taking. Here's stuff from the job site, it looks like. And here's what the monument's supposed to look like when they're all done.
it's gonna be something.
Yeah, it sure is.
This is what you're trying to do.
This is more of what I'm seeing. They got a water fountain. That trickles down into this right here. Goes under a bridge. Laughing Water Restaurant. Oh, there's a gift shop in here. And this is what I'm seeing. I wonder what this stuff's made out of. These are really cool.
It's literally just add boiling water and it cooks.
I got a rack from Crazy Horse.
Yep, right off the mountain.
And then,
She got more rocks from Crazy Horse.
yeah, more rocks from Crazy Horse. One's for my mother-in-law, one's for my daughter.
Yeah. Alright, here.
They're beautiful. But we just finished up at the gift shop.
Alright, so it's Black Elk Peak, I think is what it was, yeah.
We just finished up at the gift shop. We're back at the car, and we're headed to the Black
Elk Peak.
Black Elk Peak in the Black Forest.
Yeah,
In the Black Forest. All right, so I'm going to show you what we got from the gift shop. We got cheddar cheese grubber sputzes popcorn. We got white cheddar. We got bison pepper jerky.
Hopefully it's better than that
Because,
cranberry stuff.
yeah, hopefully it's better than that cranberry stuff that we got earlier.
That was okay, but I want to get it again.
Yeah.
I mean, I would eat it because I bought it, but that's bad.
And then here is the shirt that we got from Crazy Horse for our quilt.
It's my life. Oh, so bright.
It's beautiful. We saw it and then we're like, yep, that's the one. That's the one that we want.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna start eating this popcorn. Hopefully it tastes good.
Jerky first.
Oh, he wants to do the jerky first. Okay.
Finish off the jerky bag. We'll finish off.
Oh, it smells a lot better. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
What do you think?
There you go.
Pretty good.
Got a bunch of fat though. Right.
It's tougher than normal jerky.
I appreciate that. I like the tougher the jerky, the better for me.
So it's tougher than normal jerky, but it's a lot better than the cranberry stuff we had at Mount Rushmore.
I like tough jerky, so I think it's better.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a wee bit more flavor.
Mm-hmm. So it's good. So I'm going to go ahead and try this white cheddar popcorn.
Turn east on Crook Street toward North 5th Street, then turn left onto North 5th Street.
I'll give that a try too. Sure.
It's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. I would definitely get it again. Get it again. Well, let's try this cheddar popcorn. Alright, and this is the cheddar popcorn. Cheddar and white cheddar, yes, I know. Mmm. This one's really good too. Would definitely get again. Alright. We're headed to the Black Forest to go hiking. Hopefully they have t-shirts there too. So I'll give you an update once we get there, okay? He likes the cheddar popcorn too.
That's good.
So we're here at the Black Forest and we decided to get a couple sandwiches. They're just smoked turkey ham with some pepper jack, and his was smoked turkey ham with some Swiss on it. We're just gonna finish these and then I'll show you around. We stopped at Sylvan Lake? Sylvan Lake?
I don't know. Probably.
This is what I'm seeing.
It's pretty.
It's beautiful. I think these paths are only one person. One person path. Mm-hmm. Authorized personnel only.
Yep.
That place I hunt is 22,000 acres.
And there's rocks perched precariously up there. And then up there too. See? There's this thing out on the lake. It looks like 2 boats and like a table maybe?
Solar panels.
Solar, oh, it's solar panels?
That's what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea what it is.
We're getting closer to these rocks. You know me, I like rocks. Made it all the way up to the big rocks. This is what I'm seeing. There's a little bridge over there. And now we're headed down this path. Oh, look at that tree.
Huh.
I like it. I like that tree.
I like that wife.
Oh. And we're headed down this path.
I don't know where it leads.
I don't know where it leads either. We're gonna find out, y'all.
Yep, this is...
Oh man, look,
I've been
look
here.
at that.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
Oh, whoa.
I've been here before.
Ooh. Oh man.
You alright?
Yeah. Whoa. Look at that.
Can you go back there?
Sure. Big hole in the rock. Of course I'm gonna go back and get lost in it. A little stream, a little bit. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are we going up that way? Part of me feels like we shouldn't be doing this.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel it in my head.
What's up there and will I fit?
I think he will fit. A bridge. There's a bridge up here.
Huh?
There's a bridge up here.
A bridge?
Bridge.
Uncle.
World's best dad. Django Fett. Whoop. Yeah, we can't go that way. Whoa. I just slipped on that one too. I need like a camera I can attach to myself.
Yeah. So there we go.
I guess up.
Alright. These trees.
They're like carved off or something? Like some of their bark is like carved off.
Yeah.
Huh.
Which way?
This way. It looks safer this way. Maybe.
Has more rocks.
Are you trying to make me bring more rocks home, Ev? Because I thought the deal was we couldn't bring rocks home.
No, we can't. We're gonna have to go this way.
I love how we're the only ones up here.
You say it is for someone talk.
Take this rock.
This way. I think the trail's supposed to be there. Oh, it's so bright. Isn't that odd?
Look at this rock. I really like this rock too. I'm not spending enough time on it. I'm glad I got that on camera. Ooh, that one's really weird.
What was that rock?
I'm pretty sure it was flint.
Oh.
These flies, man.
Yeah, we got bug spray in here if you want me to use it.
No, I don't like bug spray either. I did pack my lavender oil. It's in my coat.
Oh, where's your coat?
In the car.
How's that gonna help us?
There's some rock climbers up there. Whoa. Well, we need to rest. Evan's neck is already sunburnt.
Is it really?
It sure is.
We'll spray it both
Look,
down
there's a
there.
chipmunk.
Where?
Oh, you just missed it.
Alright.
Caught it on video though.
Oh, awesome.
Don't know how much farther we have to go.
Probably a while.
Yeah.
You wanna go and grab me the water?
Yeah. So we just sprayed each other down with sunscreen. And we're hiking again. We're still in South Dakota, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Just wondering.
Because it's also crazy.
Yeah.
It's all different. Yeah.
Oh man, look at that.
Oh yeah. Wow.
That is beautiful.
Sure is.
And I have signal up here. Yeah. Oh man. It is so beautiful up
Look,
here.
we're about level with the rock climbers.
Yeah. The rock climbers are right over there on that cliff. We're almost to the top. Can't wait to see where this spits us out at. Huh, dear? Okay, guys. We're at the top. Oh, shit. We're at the very top. About time. Like, there's the cabins and stuff over there that we started at.
Yeah, some of them.
Oh, man.
Excuse me, dear.
I like that tree. I like that tree.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right.
So we're walking up the hard way and going down the easy way.
Looks like it. I'm gonna keep following the blue arrow.
Okay. It's fine by me. This blue arrow right here is what he's talking about.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can get LT since I got bars and things.
We're on our downward trek, y'all. We're hiking on a cliff now. That's a steep fall all the way down there.
Yep. Sure is.
There's cars over there.
Hi. You alright?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
There's a rock here and some water to drink.
I don't want any more water. I just...
No, you're fine.
All right, here's the map. We're right there where the orange dot is. We still got about 2/3 of the way to go. Awesome. All right, here's another steep trail for y'all. Like there's a road right over there.
Yeah.
Man, I just wish I didn't have to pee. I'm not gonna pee out here. There are children out here. Another beautiful view. Talked to some hikers and they said this trail is supposed to be about 4 miles long. I can definitely feel it. That's for sure. We made it to some stairs, guys. There's a river or a creek down right there. It's really pretty. I think this means that we're almost to the end. There's a little waterfall thing leading down this creek. Handsome husband. And like, there's like rails that go all the way around. And all the way up. For a while at least. Okay.
What?
I think this is getting to be the end of the thing. It has been very dangerous and very slippery coming up through there. So that's why I haven't been recording. We still gotta go all the way up there. Evan and I are both really exhausted.
Yep.
Okay, I'll give you an update once we get to the end, okay? Okay, we're up at the top. We're not done yet. We still got a ways to go. Oh, God. We finally got it, and we're finally done. We're finally done. We're Custer State Park, Black Hills, South Dakota. It was Sylvan Lake. I kept saying Sylvia. It's Sylvan Lake. Because I thought we were going to go around this trail around the lake. That's not what happened. We ended up
Doing this.
Yeah, we ended up walking from here, which is right about the parking lot. We walked all the way up around the lake.
Got to the top of the mountain.
Got to right here, and then walked.
No, we did the other way. We went.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we came here, and then walked this way. Got to the top of the mountain, like right here, and then there. This is about where that other sign was, like the halfway mark. And moderate is a freaking lie. Because that's the Sunny Gulch Trail.
4-mile loop. 2 to 4 hours, difficulty moderate.
It was not moderate.
It was not moderate. It was not
probably
moderate.
2 to 4 hours.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
not moderate.
We did the Sunday Gulch Trail on a Monday.
No, it was not moderate.
It was not moderate. It was not moderate. Oh my God. All right, well, we are done with this Sunday Gulch Trail.
Well, you know what? I bet it was 4 miles to this. To that sign. And then it was another 2 miles here.
What the fuck?
And this part they considered strenuous.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. All
I
right.
don't know. It was not.
It was not moderate. It was not moderate.
No, that was rough. We climbed a freaking mountain. It was rough.
Okay. Whoa, there's one going one way and one going the other way. Which way is back to the...
This way.
Okay. Okay. I think we're headed back to the car. Are we headed back to the car?
I think so.
Okay.
That's the goal.
All right. Sylvan store. There we go. There's a tree that we saw at the very beginning. Yeah. This is where we started.
Yeah, it is.
Because we went this way. We went into that cave right there.
Yep.
Oh, man. We went into that cave. All right, let's go to the store. Okay, so we finally finished our hike out at Sylvan Lake. And we stopped by the gift shop. I got Nettie a little snow globe. And then I got us a t-shirt for our quilt. It's beautiful. And these are the rocks that I picked up.
Seatbelt.
Yeah, I will.
Get it on.
And then I also got these. I really liked how they shine in the light. Now we're headed to the campground. Alright, we're here at the campsite, Buffalo Ridge, and we're going into the general store to check in. Alright, we got our parking pass, and apparently we get to pick out whichever campsite that we really want to stay at, I guess. And we're gonna pick I think this one right here, right? No, we're doing this one right here that we parked next to. So now I guess we're going to set up our tent and then go get some food. All right?
Remember?
Yes.
Okay, I kind of figured that's what you were doing.
So we just went to the Dollar General and we got some groceries and stuff to stock up, just snacks and stuff. It's not dinner or anything. But we're headed to this Bugler's Bowl restaurant. We had to park across the street because we got in the wrong lane. But we're headed there now. There's the building that we're eating at, and we're also going to look at that the gem shop right there next to it. In Mount Vernon, or Ohio, period. So the wait was 45 minutes. We decided to eat somewhere else. We're not sure yet because the wait was 45 minutes. Alright, so we're eating at this, I don't know, it's a Mexican restaurant. That's what I'm seeing. And here's the menu. So I ordered the house special. It's beef filled in mushroom sauce with mashed potatoes and vegetables. So, see what we get. And then Evan wanted
The El Texicano.
the El Texicano, which we'll find out what that is too. This guy's customizing guacamole for these people. So the name of this restaurant is the Begging Burro. They have really good pina coladas. They're really tall. They're really good. Yep, I had the steak with the mushrooms on it. It was actually really good. I really liked it. Whatever Evan got, that was also really good. He really liked it. I really liked it too. So, Evan just went to the bathroom. He should be back here soon. So, Begging Burro is what we get for dinner tonight. Something that I have noticed since being on this trip is the sun is so much brighter than in Ohio. Like, normally I would have to just wear my sunglasses to like drive home from work, but like I have to like wear my sunglasses the whole time I'm in the car or anything. This sun is so much more brighter than Ohio sun. I know it's the same sun, but it's just so much brighter here. I don't know why.
Why? Because your eyes are all weird.
My eyes are all weird now.